Good afternoon, TikTok. I had to get on here. As you can see, I'm a little out of uniform. I had was called for jury duty this morning, and I thank God I ain't have to stay. $30 a day was not going to cover what I was going to lose if I had to stay for jury duty. Not going to be on here long, but somebody brought it up, so I had to go back and research. Let me tell you something. I'm going to say it again. I said it before, and I'm going to say it again. Most decisions that Donald Trump make not only affects Democrats and independents, liberals, it affects you too, makers. You mean to tell me there are no maker Republicans that's getting Social Security and Medicare? Everybody I see every time they interview somebody on here for Trump, I'm pretty damn sure they over 62, close to 65. And you mean to tell me you don't need your Social Security or your Medicare? That's bullshit. And every time this man opened his mouth up, he keep talking about gutting Social Security and Medicare. And you stupid fucks keep backing him. So they're going to take your mama check. They're going to take your daddy check. They're going to take your check if you over 62. They're going to take your mama Medicare. They're going to take your papa Medicare. They're going to take your Medicare if you over 62. And don't have no grandparents because they're taking grandparents' Medicare and Social Security too. That means, guess what? You have to take care of them. Which means my son would have to take care of me and anybody else that's got children. Because you cutting our fucking check that we have worked for all of our damn lives. And the ones of us that's still working, that's still putting money in Social Security, we're not going to see a penny of that. That's for the people behind us. How dare this stupid fuck talk about cutting Social Security? How many people in America, I wish I could take a poll, how many people in America right now are over the age of 62 and pulling their check? How many people are at the age of 65 and pulling that check? And how many people are at the age of 70 and decide to pull that check? Because you worked for it. It's yours. Whether you started in the 60s or the 70s when minimum wage wasn't shit. You worked for it. It belonged to you. And this stupid fuck talking about cutting it and Medicare, keep voting for him. Keep running out there. Keep on running. Keep running behind this dumb ass. And when you stand out in the fields with nothing, no Medicare, no Social Security, and then they want to kill the food stamps, the medical assistance, that little check that they get. Where you gonna be? Where you gonna be, Richard? Like the pipe asked Richard. Where you gonna be, Richard? Y'all gonna be ass out. That's what you're gonna be. Now, to my liberals, to my Democrats, to my Republicans that has any sense, that has worked for that check and want that damn check. We didn't work all our fucking lives not to get that little bit of money that you send us. Most of us couldn't live on it if we tried. And I'm pretty sure I'm speaking for black, white, Hispanic, Asian, anybody. If you started working back in the 60s or the 70s, that Social Security check is not that damn much unless you had a government fucking job or you stayed on one job for 30, 40, 50 years. I didn't. Me being a chef, yes, I bounced around. I did. So I don't have no retirement shit. I just have that check. I ain't ashamed to say it. I'm not. I am not. And most of y'all that's my age, which is 66 and up, you need your goddamn check. And if you don't, tell me. If you don't need that Social Security check, if you don't want that Social Security check that you have worked all your damn life for, then let me know. If you don't want that check that your husband or wife went out there and bust their ass for, and then God gave them their wings, and that benefits come to you, oh, they talking about cutting that too. That's a Social Security check. If you have a child and the parent died and the child is using that check to go to school, they talking about cutting that check too. It's a Social Security check. Now, maybe the SSI, the disability check, might get away. But a straight Social Security, retirement, family benefits, that's what they're talking about cutting. That check that you know that you get to decide if your spouse made more money and you pull his check, or I made more money and I pull my check. That's the check they're talking about cutting. So y'all keep on following behind Trump. Trump has shown he don't give a fuck about you as the American people. He don't give a fuck about this country to be in bed with Russia and Saudi Arabia. He has to be in bed with them. He owes all these countries from China to everybody money. Chubb was the one put that bond up. Chubb is a Russian associate company. You got 91 charges on you. There had been anybody, if there had been Obama, y'all have hung him from the White House by now. Had been Clinton, you'd have hung him from the White House by now. Anybody but Trump, you'd have hung him. He has no respect for anybody. And y'all still follow him. He talk about people with disabilities. He has a disability. You got dementia, dumbass. That's a disability. When you stand up there and talk, that's a disability. Something wrong with you. I stutter. That don't make me different or lower class than anybody else because I stutter. So Joe Biden stutter. Ain't got nothing to do with his brain. We all know something is wrong with Trump and his brain. He just showed it when he talked about cutting your Social Security and your Medicare. But yet y'all still run behind him about some damn border and all this other bullshit. You better think about that goddamn check. That's what you better think about. Because if he get his ass back in office, he got to cover all this money. That means he's going to cut our checks. And if you're MAGA and you getting Social Security, that means your check too. They're not going to go and say, oh, MAGA, we're not going to cut that check. Oh, Democrat, we're going to cut that check. No. It includes everybody, asshole. So y'all MAGAs better wake up. Wake the fuck up. You MAGA women better wake the fuck up. Because one of y'all going to get pregnant. And you're not going to have that baby. You're going to have a fallopian tube baby. And that shit going to tell you you can't have no abortion. So you're going to lay your life on the line to die? Because man said you can't do what you want to do with your body. Who the fuck is man to tell me what I can and cannot do with my body? Y'all some ignorant ass women. Y'all are the most ignorant bunch of women I've ever seen in my life. That goes for all you fucking Republican women too. Marjorie Taylor Greene, the stupid bitch down there in Alabama, and any of the rest of y'all Republican mega bitches. That how about you rather for a man to tell you when to shit, eat, and sleep instead of thinking for yourself. Please, 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 I beg you. I beg every woman on my damn page. Go to your mama, your daughter, your nieces, your grandmama, everybody. We need to vote. This is the most important vote of our lives. And for us older ones, this is for our daughters, our granddaughters, our great-granddaughters. This is what this vote is for today. Also, we need to vote because they're trying to take away the civil rights. They're trying to change the voting rights, which means they're trying to eliminate blacks and non-whites from voting. Wake the fuck up and stay woke. May, you get in there, you find your congressman and your damn representative, and you vote for them. But you get these clowns the hell out of here. Get them out. Because if we don't, we're going to be in a world of trouble. This check, if they win this election will write a check that our ass will never, ever, ever will be able to cash again. Stay woke. Stay woke. Stay positive. Stay focused. And please, for the love of God, be the best people that you can be. Stay focused and vote blue. Have a good evening.